Hi, welcome back to the model room. Well, it's been almost a week since I put in that last video, and I thought I'd give you a little update on some of the progress I've made with the Dune buggy. In addition to that, I've got a few clips that individually don't add up to a whole video, so I thought I'd string them together and just kind of do a video of what I call odds and ends. So first up, let's look at the bench, see what's there. So here's the Dune buggy. It's mocked up on its wheels. I did finish the wheels. The centers are gloss black. I highlighted the lugs and the center caps. And the rims are aluminum. I think it's a good look. And of course, I really do like those 3D printed tires. So overall, it's not bad. I do have an issue with the rear axle. It's shorter than the front axle. And the reason being that with the kit wheels, the rears are deeper than the fronts. So when you put them on, they line up. With these, all the wheels are the same depth. And so the rears tuck in a little more than the fronts. You know, you can have that. I'm not real crazy about it. So I think I'm going to have to work on the axle and just extend them a little bit in the back, and that's the reason that I haven't glued everything together with that. You can also see on the rear that the intakes are on. I put those metal grommets on as the flutes on top, and I think they look pretty good on there. They're realistic because they're metal. And it's a nice color. It all goes together well. I think it looks pretty realistic overall. I think I have to touch up those carbs a little bit with a paint pen. Attachment points on this, it's the very bottom of the carb, and that's all that attaches. So, you have to use a little trickery to get this thing to stick on there, but it's holding, and I think it looks okay. So that's about it for now. Now, you may be asking, why did I not mock it up with the body on it so we can see what it looks like? Well, unfortunately, the body had a nasty experience with a stripper. Yeah, I put it in the strip tank because I saw these decals online. James Tester is selling them. And when I saw this, I thought that's much better than the sort of silver stripes, I guess you'd call it, that I put on the model myself. And I was okay with the body, but I didn't like the rear deck. Those stripes that I put on there and that Chevy emblem, it just didn't sit well with me. So eventually I just thought, no, I'm going to strip it. I'll repaint it and start over with that and use those decal stripes. I got this, here we are. I got this paint now. This time I'm going to airbrush it on. The other paint was a little dark. This is lighter. This is metallic, although I'm going to cover it with my new favorite gloss coat, which I'll talk about in a video that will be coming up in the not too distant future. So this is going to go on. This I will finish up, and I'll give you an update pretty soon. Well, it's Thursday, and because of that, I thought I'd do a quick throwback minute. The reason I thought of it is because I pulled out an old model kit the other day. Made me think of the Model King. There's a couple of things that I have. I think of Throwback Thursday as sort of the opposite of what did I buy Wednesday. It's like, what can't you buy anymore Thursday? In any case, here's something. I didn't even buy it. Dave Burkett gave me this. It was very kind. And you can see I've worn it. Probably have had it 25, 30 years. It's gotten a little beat up. Needs a good cleaning, but I mean, still a good hat, and I was very grateful to him for giving it to me. But here's the thing I really want to show you. This is the very first Model King issue. Of all the issues of models that he's done over the years, this is number one. You can kind of tell because the box art is the same on all sides, and it's in black and white. But this is it, a repop of the 63 Impala. Now, it's interesting because I built that 63 Impala when I was a kid, 12 years old, right, in 63. And I remember it was before I started painting, so it was all in white plastic. I really liked it. And it's interesting this year, the reason I got it out is because the 2026 NNL East has the 63rd anniversary of the 63 model year. That's hard to say. And we will pick kooky titles like that sometimes, but that's a really good theme because there are a lot of good 63 model kits around that you could choose to build. So I thought, let me replicate that model I made back when I was 12 years old, and I will use the first Model King kit to do it. I'll just show you. Here it is. Really good model kit. It's straight. No flash. All the details are very well defined. So this is going to look good. I'm going to get to it after I finish all the other projects that I've started here on the bench. It'll be a while, but I'll get it done. Now for the next odd end, I want to add an addendum to the last video when I talked about Terry Jesse's Cowboy Cadillac. Because if you recall, if you saw it, when I was talking about that, I added a note in the frame that said, I'm not going to mention the aroma story. That story probably all of you know, but if you don't, I'm going to really quickly go over it because Terry, who's a good sport and a nice guy, went online and put in a note that said, I'm going to mention it. It's a good story. Okay, so it is. So Terry had all this realism on his model. He had decided to add one more thing when he went to GSL, and that was aroma. You know, just to go for all the senses in that judging. So you may not know that GSL judged overnight. They went at, 10, 11 o'clock, and they would go till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning until they were done. Terry decided to get one of these little pouches that I guess railroad modelers use that have aromas in them when you add a drop of water. And it's like, evergreen forest, coal yard, I don't know, whatever it was. Terry picked one that was called Stockyard, and it smelled like manure. So he thought, I'm going to put a tiny smell of manure so when they come and approach my model, they're going to say, what's that smell? And then they're going to see like simulated scale pieces of manure in the back with the hay and the straw. That was the idea. It was a great idea. But because Terry was afraid that it would take a long time before they finally got to judge his truck, instead of a drop of water, he added a whole bunch of water. He just soaked it in water and put it in there and then left the room. And of course, what happened was it just stunk up the whole place. And not just then, but for days afterwards. I mean, it's a great story. It is funny. The only thing is that I feel it should not overshadow the build that he did with all those great little details. And that's the story. Okay, that's it for this video. It's a short one, but I've got a lot of things that are in the works. And I think they're pretty interesting, of course, because I made them. But I think you'll think they're interesting, too. And they're going to be coming up very shortly. So in the meantime, thank you all for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. I got a whole bunch of subscribers recently, and I appreciate that very much. Thanks to you all. And we'll see you next time.